Welcome to a new video. In this one, we're going to be showing how you can authenticate using Google in your Django projects. I'm going to be starting this project from scratch and I'm working out of VS Code. And so all you'll need to do to get started is just create a virtual environment for yourself. So I'll just create mine called env and then you can activate it. Once you have that activated, you can then go and install Django. I'm going to be using the latest version, which is 3.0.5. And once that's installed, you can then go and create a Django project by calling django-admin start project. And let's just call it social auth. And I'm going to put a dot at the end of that to put all the folders and files here in this directory that I'm working out of. So once you're at this point, now we can actually get started. So we're going to be making use of a package called Django Allauth. I've done a couple videos on this package and there's quite a lot of resources out there on how to set it up. So I'm going to go relatively quick through this package. If you're not familiar with it, I'll leave a link to a video that explains how to use this package more in depth. But let's just go and install it. So I'll just install it there so long. Then we need to add the authentication backends. So we're going to go into the settings. And I'm just going to do that, let's say, right here underneath the database. Then we need to add some of these apps to the installed apps. So I'm going to copy all of those. And we can go into the installed apps, paste them all here. We already have the auth in there. We have messages. We just need to add the django.contrib.sites there. Then we've got allauth, the allauth.account, social account. And then we can go and add the Google provider. So I'm just going to get that from over here and just add that in over there. Then we just need the site ID. So I'll just put that over there and then add this to the URL patterns. So I'll do that in over here. And I'll just change this to a path and then just import include over there. So now that we have that, we can go and run manage.py migrate. And there we go. So there's our initial migrations. We can then go and run the server. And we can then go to our localhost /accounts/login. And now here you'll see we have the Django Allauth template for logging in. And there you can see we also have the link for Google. Now, to configure this correctly, we're going to need to go into the admin and create a Google application for us to authenticate with. And we're also going to need to go to the developer console to make use of the Gmail API so that we actually have an app on Google that we can authenticate with. So let's go and create a super user so that we can log into the admin. So I'll run create super user and then run the server again. Then if we go and log into the admin, here you'll see we have the social accounts app. And if we go to applications, we can add an application and select the provider, which is Google. And I'll just say this is demo Google. And then we need a client ID and we need a client secret key. Now I'm just going to put 123.123 there. And we're going to add our available site, which in this case is the only site we have, which is example.com. So I'm going to go and save that. And then what we can do is we can go to our sites and we can choose to rename this. So again, I'll just say this is demo Google. And here you'd actually put your actual domain. So let me switch that around rather. And this would be like domain.com, whatever your domain is. And so like that, what this should now look like, if we go to /accounts login, and I'm actually logged in already. So let me log out there and go back here. Then now you see it says here, or sign up for a demo Google account, which is the site name. Now we need to go and enable the Gmail API. The easiest way to do this is actually to use one of the quick start guides from Google. So what you can do is you can go to developers.google.com. And this is where you can get more information about everything. You'll see at the bottom, there's the developer consoles. And the first one there is the Google API console. I'm going to open that up in another tab. So on console.developers.google.com. And so this is the developer console, and this is where you manage all of your projects that utilize APIs. So we're going to take a look at how you can create it from scratch in here in a second. But first we're going to look at just a really quick way to get it up and running. And that's just by going to this path over here. So you go to developers.google.com/gmail/API/quickstart/JS. And it's going to take you to this page here. Now here you can see there's a browser quick start, which is on how to use the Gmail API to authenticate. Now we're not going to be using this guide because this is just authenticating with HTML and everything. But this button here, which is to enable the Gmail API, what it's going to do is it's going to create a cloud platform project, which is going to be here inside your console. And it's automatically going to enable the Gmail API for you. So what you can do is you can click this button, enable the Gmail API. That might just take a couple seconds to configure everything. And it's going to do this underneath the logged in Gmail account in your browser. So whatever account you're logged in with, it's going to create this project under that account. So once you've done that, if you click the drop down for the projects, you'll see that you have a bunch of different projects here. And you can see one of them I have here is Quick Start. This is the one that was created by this Quick Start guide. So if I go to that Quick Start project, then here you can see I have an active Gmail API being used. So I can click on that. Again, this was all set up just by clicking enable the Gmail API. And so now here you are on the Gmail API, as you can see over here. And what you want to do is go down to credentials, and there you're going to see OAuth 2.0 client IDs, and there's an OAuth client. You're going to click on that, and it's just given a default name, OAuth client. And then there's the authorized JavaScript origins, so for use with requests from a browser. And you can see by default you'll have localhost port 8000 as one of the URIs, and that's for development purposes so that this can all work. You'll also notice here on the right that you have the client ID and the client secret. So you're going to want to copy those values. So I'll copy my client ID. Then I'm just going to log back into the admin here. I'm going to go back to my social application to the demo Google and paste my client ID in there, and then paste my client secret in there. So then I can just save that. But now before we go and test this, I am logged in here. So what I'm going to do is log out of the admin. And what we're also going to do is inside our Google app over here, we're going to add an authorized redirect URI. The reason for this is because once you click on this button to log in with Google, it's going to redirect you to Google. You're going to select the account that you want to log in with, which is your Gmail account, and it's going to redirect you back to the Django server. Now there needs to be a callback URL on our side that is going to handle that, and that's what Django Allauth provides out of the box. So we don't need to configure anything for that. But to see what that callback URL is, what you can do is just go to the providers, and then I'm just going to scroll down to Google, and then here you'll see that this is the specified callback URL. So /accounts/Google/login/callback. You're going to copy that, go into your Google app, and add a redirect URI, which is going to point towards that callback URL. We can then just save this. Bear in mind that if this was in production, you'd be putting your domain name instead of localhost. So then like that, I'm logged out of the admin. So I'm going to click on Google. And now you can see that it's given me the option to choose my Google account. So I'm going to select my account. And then what it does is it redirects us back to our callback URL, which then authenticates us and then logs us in. And when we get logged in, we get pushed to this /accounts/profile URL. To know that we're logged in, what we can do is go to /admin, and there you can see it says you're authenticated as just Django. So you can see that I am authenticated. What I'll now do is go and log in into the admin, and what you can do is go to social accounts, and there you can see we now have an active social account which has my user, just Django, my UID, and the provider being Google. And that's basically everything you need to do to set up authentication with Google. Now, back here inside the app, if you want to know how you can get to this point without having to go through the quick start, first, again, you're going to need to select the project that you're working under. So I'll just create a new project from scratch, and I'll just give it that default name. So now my project is created, so I'm going to click to view that project, and now I'm switched over to that project. So I'm going to click this menu here, and under APIs and services, I'm going to go to library, and then here's where you can see all of the APIs and services. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to search for Gmail, and there you can see you have the Gmail API. So I'm going to click on that, and then you have the button to enable this API. So I'm going to click that, and then like that, now I'm back here at the Gmail API underneath my new project. And then from there, we need to create credentials. So then here we need to basically go through this form. So which API are you using? So Gmail API, where will you be calling the API from? You'll be calling it from the web browser. What data will you be accessing? This is going to be user data. What credentials do I need? So here you create your own OAuth client ID. And in order to do that, you have to set up an OAuth consent screen. So I'll just click to do that. And so then here you can see it takes me back to OAuth consent screen on the APIs and services. And this is going to be an external one. So it's available to any user. Then we hit create. And you're going to need to go through this process of adding a logo, an application name. This is basically all of your app settings. And once you've done that, you can then come back to over here to add your credentials. So then again, you'll add your authorized JavaScript origin. So that's going to be localhost 8000. And then the authorized redirect URL, which is going to be this URL again. So I'll just copy this. And once you've done that and your consent screen is done, then you'll be back at the point at which we started the video using the quick start. So you can see the quick start really gets you going a lot faster, but of course you're going to need to fill in all of this stuff anyway. And that's basically it. So that's how you authenticate users using Google. So thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a comment down below. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.